Hello and welcome to my empties and a declutter or two for February 2026. Starting over here, we have the prequel half and half peptide ceramides fluid moisturizer. Really loved this. My other favorite's the Road, and I would say I like this just as much. I'm not sure that I like one more than the other yet. I have went back to the Road because I have several of those to use up, but I will definitely get this again some point in the future. Really good for my dry skin. Just finished this today. This is the Topicals Like Butter hydrating mask. I just use it as a night moisturizer. It is quite good. I do have some dermatitis right now. I think contact dermatitis, an allergic reaction on my face, and it is stinging. Still with this, I think it's just really hard to find anything that doesn't make my skin sting when it's being reactive. But I do really like this one. I do, however, go through it pretty fast, and I hate this packaging, so it's not necessarily something I'm gonna run and get again real soon, but I have bought this many times whenever it's on sale. I got this one about half price from FabFitFun. This is a Trader Joe's candle. This one's Sweet Nectarine. This was from a Christmas set 2 Christmases ago. This is the Tatcha, the Matcha Cleanse. It's, I think, AHA, BHA, and maybe salicylic acid. It's nice. It's, if not fragrance-free, I didn't smell a fragrance in it. I don't think there was any fragrance in it. But this is a nice cleanser, but it wasn't anything that I felt like I need again. It was from one of those free gift Fridays, so I got it, heavily discounted. Definitely not worth Tatcha prices. I don't think. Normally what I'm using right now is the prequel with salicylic acid, and I probably like that more, honestly. The prequel cleanser. Vanilla has always been my favorite cleansing balm for years and years. This is another one of the cleansing balm firmings. I got this probably like 2 years ago at this point. It was BOGO, so this is the second one of those. So I'm out of all my vanillas now, and I'm currently using a Crave cleansing oil. But this one's good. I do like it. I like all the vanillas. I do wish they had a fragrance-free one because I do really love the formula. It is my favorite, but they don't have a fragrance-free one. I will say, though, the fragrance on these don't tend to irritate my eyes, which is pretty amazing because most do. Also, they do smell good, and I don't get a lot of fragrance things in my life, so I do appreciate that that one's still okay. This is just a sample of the Tower 28 concealer. I just tried the lightest one, which is 2BU. I'm pretty sure that if I was ever going to use this product for real, I'd probably be the shade 4. But it's nice enough. I mean, it's just one sample, but I just don't use complexion products all that often. This is just Dove Bar Soap for David. He likes consistency, and these are nice and gentle for his eczema, pretty cheap, fragrance-free. So I tend to buy those a lot. I don't feel like I need this again. This is the Aven Thermal Spring Water. It took me, I have stickers from it for the past 3 years. This is 26, 25, 24. So I've had this a really long time. This is a 10-ounce bottle. And I got it from Ulta a couple years ago. And yeah, I just don't feel like I need it again. I get that it's more than water and that there's benefits to it, but it just didn't really have a place in my routine. Yeah. I've gone through many of these. The Great Body Relief, I bought these when they were on sale, I think in December for $8 a bottle. So I pretty much I really like this, and I go through a lot of them, but I only buy them when they're on a good sale like that because I do go through them within a couple weeks. And using another one of those right now. I actually had 6 makeup products, which is really exciting, in February. So one of them was this Summer Fridays Hot Cocoa. These take forever. I've had this one open for about a year. So I finally finished the Summer Fridays Hot Cocoa. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel, and I think the shade is called Dark Brown. I've gone through quite a few of these. It's small, so it only lasts a couple months, but this honestly has always been kind of my favorite. Like, I'll use something more expensive, and then I'll go back to this one because I actually like it the best. This was a sample. This is like a GWP from Sephora, but I was excited about it because I really wanted to try their new, the new Ilia lip glaze formula, and this gave me a chance to try it. I actually used it up pretty quickly. It wasn't very big, but this is the shade Enamel of the Overglaze Hydrating Lip Gloss. I am sure I will get these in the future. I really liked this formula. It's very balmy and comfortable. Quite liked it. Trader Joe's Blueberry Waffle Scented Candle. This one was just okay. A lot of these were from a Christmas set from last year, and then I recently got on clearance, or not on clearance, it wasn't discounted, but it was like at the end of the season, I got their newest calendar from this past Christmas, which is where like these candles are from. This is the Benton Fermentation Eye Cream, and it's a full ounce, and I needed to use it up by March, so I kind of just use this as a facial moisturizer, but it seems great as an eye cream. I think as an eye cream, this would probably last like a full year. So this was nice. And this is the Beekman Pure Goat Milk Whipped Body Cream. This was in a Christmas set that my mom got, and unfortunately this one is not super hydrating. I actually pulled out my Necessaire body serum from like a couple Black Fridays ago to use with this, because it just wasn't all that moisturizing, I didn't think. So this isn't something that I would buy, but it also is only like 8 ounces, so I did use it up pretty quickly. I love a lot of things from Beekman, but then sometimes you get things like that are just okay. This is the Cold Brew Trader Joe's candle from that same calendar. This is the Finding Ferdinand. I think it's called, the color's called Thorn. I don't remember what the gloss is called, and it doesn't say on here. I think it might be the Delicate Gloss, something like that. So I actually really like this gloss, but the thing that's not great about it is it's just not very much gloss in there. But like the formula itself is really nice. It's super comfortable and hydrating, really moisturizing. Really like this doe foot that kind of like pulls some product out for you, so it's really nice, but I kind of feel like it's not worth buying it again, like this formula, just because like if you use this consistently, I feel like it would be gone in a couple weeks. And so I did kind of target it because I knew it would be an easy thing to use up, but at the same time, you know, for being like a $30 lip gloss, it's not necessarily worth it. This is a makeup product I used up that I'm very proud of. This is the Merit Kava Day Glow Highlighting Balm, and this took me, I think, right about exactly a year to use up, and this was like my highlighter that I use most of the time for the past year. It's very, very glowy and glistening and dewy, and it's super pretty. I am not, however, as much as I like Merit, I'm not planning on buying this again. I mean, it's gorgeous, but the reason I'm not going to get it again is it has developed kind of an off-putting smell, and it started developing that smell a couple months ago. But by that point, I was so close to the end that I was determined to finish up. But you can see, I mean, I use it. Could I dig more out of there? Yes, but it doesn't smell great, so I'm not going to. But yeah, that was the Merit Kava. So really, really excited about this empty. It took a full year to empty, and it was like the main highlighter I've been using this past year. But I am not going to buy that one again for that reason, just that it didn't have a very long shelf life. This is a Skin Boost Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. I love this formula. I've used it many, many times. I tend to buy it when it's on sale, like at the end of the year. They'll usually have like a holiday kit, and this was like a holiday kit, so it was kind of like buying one, getting one, but they're still kind of expensive for what it is. And it's a really nice cream. It's very thick and hydrating. I like this super sanitary top, so there's a lot to love about it, but there's just other things that are just so much more economical. So when I think about it that way, it's like, is this really worth it? And this actually was a holiday kit from 2 Black Fridays ago again. So I'm trying really hard to use up a lot of things that I've had sitting around for too long, and to get to a point where I'm not buying things like so far in advance, because it's kind of hard to use things before they expire when you buy too many things at one time. So I'm trying really hard to get out of that cycle. This is the Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad 20% Asaclear Serum. So it's like an azelaic acid derivative. And this was fine, but I did go back to the other one that I've been using. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's the one in the green bottle that's really popular. And And then we have the Nimbuzin number 5 glutathione vitamin concentrated serum. I've gone through quite a few of these. I'm going to keep getting these. So far, that's kind of been my pseudo vitamin C. And then this is the Naiad Survival Zero. This is a staple for me. I kind of stocked up on these at the Naiad November sale so that I can use this year round. Okay, a few things left in the bottom here. We have a little mini Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. So this is a good sun serum. This is one I use quite a bit. And I got some samples down in here. This is my lip liner that I used up this month. It is the Moira Signature Lip Kit Pencil, and the shade is Barely Blossom, and it's a really pretty pink. Actually, I could probably swatch some of these other things. You can see I was in a, doing pinks for Valentine's Day, and these were also, some of these things were needed to get used up. This isn't one of them, but both of these glosses. So the Finding Ferdinand's on the left, and then the Ilia's on the right. And I'm not sure if there'll be any color in this Summer Fridays one. Oh, yeah, there's still some in there. All right, so we've got the Moira, no, first that's the Kava highlighter on top, and then the Moira lip pencil, and then the Finding Ferdinand Thorn Gloss, and then the Ilia Enamel Glaze, and the Summer Fridays Hot Cocoa down there. So, used up some awesome makeup products this month. This was just a Beauty Pie sample of the Happy Face Moisturizer. This one's good, but it is like a gel cream, which isn't my thing. It's just not for my super dry skin. I did my last Beauty Pie order before my membership ended, and I probably won't need a membership again for well over a year because I feel like I have plenty of their makeup, and I don't really like their skincare because most of it's fragranced. This was a sample of the Tower 28 Sunny Days. This is nice enough, but it always just makes me feel like I'm wearing foundation, which is weird because I don't do that very much, but it looks very foundation-y to me. This is another, I'm calling this a Makeup Empty. This is clear, but it's the Experiment Software Lip Balm. Love this stuff. Moisturizing lip treatment. This is a really nice one. This is a good night balm. I would say in terms of like favorites right now, my number one is the Edam, which was in my January Empties. And this is my number 2 of this whole last year. Had to cough. This is like my number 2 favorite lip balm right now. So really liked this one. But if I was going to make a recommendation, I do like the Edam slightly more than the Experiment, but they're both really good. So this is from that newer Trader Joe's candle set. This is the February 1 Raspberries and Cream. I really actually quite like the scent of that, although it almost has like a pink lemonade scent to it to me. David just finished up this CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hydrating Shampoo. They started making shampoo maybe in the last year, and that's what I've been buying for him. I've used this quite a few times too. I like it, but mostly I buy it for David because he shampoos every single day. So that's been a good one. My Dove hand soap. I feel like I have a really hard time actually finding hand soaps that are like moisturizing enough, don't dry my hands out, don't give me like irritation, allergies. Really like the Dove one, the Dove hand wash, and this one's Peach and Rice Milk. I got a 4-pack of these off Amazon, and I quite like them. And this is like a scent that I haven't gotten sick of. Like I've gone through like 3 of them, and I still like it. So that's pretty cool. Finished this today. This is like something I've been buying for 15 years in all of its iterations over the years. Really love that it's fragrance free now, and they currently make it in a jumbo. So this is actually bigger than their standard bottle for years was 6 ounces. This one was 8 ounces. And now they've made a giant one. So my next bottle that I am going to get out is 16 ounces. So that one should last me like most of 2026 maybe. But yeah, so I love the Eco Tools Makeup Brush Shampoo. I just finished this a couple days ago. This is the Azentri Yam Root Vegan Milk Toner. This is perfectly nice, and it was really good this month with my with my rash on my face and stuff. Like It's been good for contact dermatitis because it's very plain, but it's basically just moisturizing, so I feel like it's not something that I need again, and it's not like I will always pick something thick and heavy for my dry skin, like the Prequel. Like this has a lot of body to it and moisturization, whereas this is more just like a slightly milkiness, but it's mostly just a watery toner. So not something that I need again, but it was good. Also, speaking of Prequel products, probably my favorite Prequel product, the Glinzer. This is just the standard Glinzer, and I use it on my face and body, and I love this. It's amazing. It's a really great texture. And I have the salicylic acid one in my shower now, which I also use as a body wash, but I don't use it every day, so I'll go through that one like way less fast. And then also, like, my husband and I both use this as face wash as well. This is one of his, David has really bad eczema, so this is one of his Gold Bond eczema relief creams. I buy these, like I have them on Amazon Subscribe and Save. I get 1 or 2 of these for him every month because he just goes through it that fast, especially in the winter time. This was the January candle from that Trader Joe's candle set from this year. This sparkling Cuvee scented candle. It's kind of a citrusy scent, maybe. I'm not sure what that is actually. Let's see. This is a declutter. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipstick, and it is a declutter because I was excited. I actually thought this was going to work really well to like it just looked like it would be pretty easy to use up, but it's so drying that my lips like hurt after I wore this 2 days in a row. It's a really pretty color, and I like that it's fragrance free. I think this is discontinued now, but I would not buy it. I would not recommend it for super dry skin. I think a lot of people would like it if you don't have super dry skin, but just because I'm so dry, I just need a lot more moisture, and it was literally painful. And then, yeah, we're at the end here. So my favorite candle company, Frostbeard Studio. This one is the Campsite Reeds. It's firewood, cedar, and s'mores. So, yep, still smells delicious. Smells like a campfire with like chocolate. And then, sadly, this is another declutter. I was so excited to try this. This is the Jones Road, the mascara. But sadly, and this happened to me with the Rare Beauty last month, I'm just finding more and more reactions to mascaras. So this did the same thing where it just felt like throughout the day, like my eyes felt like kind of painfully dry. And I don't know what it is in this that's irritating me. I think at some point I'll probably make a spreadsheet of ingredients and try to pinpoint some of the allergens just to make it easier to not pick, you know, mascaras I'm gonna have an allergic reaction to. So what I keep going back to is the Ilia, the one in the white tube. I've used that for years and years, and that seems to be the only thing that I'm like sure is tried and true right now that I'm not gonna have an allergic reaction to. So that's what I keep going back to. But yeah, unfortunately for me, this was a fail. It's sad because it was a really nice mascara. It's pretty. I will say the wand is way too big. But I was really sad. I just opened this and I used it for about a week, and I just immediately could tell, like, nope, I am allergic to this. And I think I used the Rare Beauty one maybe like 2 weeks and then noticed that. So, and I was bummed because that's one I'd used before and really liked. And so it's like I've developed a new allergy at some point to that one. But this was the first time I tried this. Sadly, it was a fail. I do really like some of my Jones Road products though. So this one unfortunately didn't work out, but at least I bought it when it was 20% off. So that's something, I guess. But yeah, so won't be repurchasing that. That one is a declutter. And that is all of my empties and declutters for February 2026. Thank you so much for watching.